Get us in there, Joker. Show me what you got.
You two, keep moving. Inside, now.
We have to get inside this bunker before Saren finds the conduit. There's no way we're getting past that door with brute force.
Saren found some way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We'll have to find some way to get it up and running again.
There's something in the air here. Death is on the wind. It's a good place for killing.
My people once tried to find this world. We'd hoped we could settle here, but we didn't know it would feel so unwelcome.
It's kind of on fire at all times.
A lot of people died here long ago. Now it's time for a lot of Geth to join them.
We shouldn't be here. Not us. Not the Geth. Not Saren.
So yeah, it kind of implies that we're going to be on some sort of timer. We're not. We're not at all on a timer. Into the vehicle, and there's not a lot for us to go to, but there is a couple of Geth that we can shoot from the vehicle. Like so. Good. That's a good way to start the mission. Oh, hey, before we move forward, Rex, I have a present for you. It's a shiny new shotgun. Enjoy. Tali, you can have the Sokolov X that Rex is going to hand me down to you. It's also quite good. There's an upgrade for that for you. We got a good... There we go, a good upgrade for you on that one. Alright, beautiful. Yeah, a medium armor, sure. Yeah, the Predator H7 is just really good. What's our codex? New planet location.
Like the ancient human city of Troy, Ilos is a world known only through second-hand sources. References to Ilos have been found at several other Prothean ruins, though direct study of the world is unlikely to occur. Ilos lies in a remote area of the Terminus systems, only accessible by the legendary Mu Relay. 4,000 years ago, the Mu Relay was knocked out of position by a supernova and lost. Since then, Ilos and its cluster have been inaccessible. Occasionally, a university will organize an expedition to chart a route to Ilos using conventional FTL drive. These never get beyond the planning stages due to the distance and danger. The journey could take years or decades, passing through the hostile Terminus systems and dozens of unexplored systems.
But hey, we made it. I know, I like that it's called Race Against Time, but we have all the time in the world. Alright, let's go. Peekaboo. I'm curious, what's down here? Some blue lights, that's what's down here. Oh, into the trench, eh? Never too late to go to the trenches and kill some Geth. Damn, big damage. If you bring Ashley, it's racist against time. Aw, come on. You're entirely right, but come on. Remember, it's never too late to pick up a little bit of extra experience right before the end. Oop! Ow! 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 That hurt. Who's shooting me? Ashley hates the terra firma people and calls them racist. Hello, pot. This is a kettle. So were these actually the Protheans sitting along in their little weird ball chairs? Or are they just statues? We'll
My
never
people
know.
once tried to find this world. We'd hoped we could settle here. But we didn't
Hear me, chat? We'll never know.
know it would feel so unwelcome.
Hey, you, stand up.
There's something in the air here. Death is on the wind. It's a good place for killing.
Never ever, never ever, we'll never ever know. Let me in! Let me in! Okay, guess we'll just head down to the courtyard. You know, I'm gonna do this real quick because the shield boost has become way less effective than just barriering all the time, always. What are the odds of finding an actual upgrade in the last mission of the game? Not impossible, but not great. If we're being perfectly honest. There's basically no reason for me to be opening those crates, but why not, right? Ow, ow. It's extra XP, right? What if we level up? Hold on one sec. Here, let's super snipe something for funsies. Oh, this is a triple shot. I wasn't expecting that. Whoopsie. Well, that's way lamer than just one super shot. It'd be way better if it was just a normal, Well, it'd be way better if I was a sniper rifle dude. Like an infiltrator. But I'm a pistola wielder. This is rail extension 5 times 2, right? Extension 7. And scram rail is nice and all, but it doesn't give as much damage as the rail extensions. I had romance issues in Mass Effect 1 because you talk to everyone after missions. Do you need to worry about that in Mass Effect 2? You would not have romance issues in that in Mass Effect 1. Because I talk to everyone after missions as well. That doesn't cause romance options. It's instead your decisions in how you talk to them that will cause the issues, if you have any. Same thing in Mass Effect 2 as well. Okay, that worked well. And if you want proof about it, I talk to everyone after every mission, and I just banged Liara really good right before this mission. I came up here for a crate. That's all. Purely being civil and both Liara and Ashley thought you loved them. Yeah, that's a thing that can happen. That's a thing that can happen. Heck, that happened on my playthrough, but I explained very calmly and let Ashley know that I wanted some Blue Sea instead. And so here we are.
This place still has power. It must be running off its own generator.
I bet this is the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside. We'll have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker. We shouldn't be here. Not us. Not the Geth. Not Saren.
Rex? You okay? Oh, come on, get out of there. Get out of there.
A lot of people died here long ago. Now it's time for a lot of death to join them.
Boy, that's a lot. Hey, you. In the air. Rex, push him away from me. Thank you. Hold on, we need some tungsten rounds. Tungsten rounds! I know we've got some. There we go. fact... Oh, wait, no, they've got explosive rounds. Oh, you've got tungsten rounds. Here, have some explosive rounds there, Rex. Ow. Ow. Shit, they had rounds that go through shields. Damn it. I really need to get those tungsten rounds on, like, right now. But Rex, you can have the explosive rounds. I like explosive rounds onto you guys' shotguns. They work very nicely. Shit. My biotics. That's not good. Rex down. Pick him up. Solly, can you hack that? Thank you. Fuck. Damn. This is a tough room. Tough room. Alright, after I reset this, I'll do a quick save. Do I consider being non-biotic? No. Hack the big one. Did she do it? I hope so. I can't see. Alright, we're good. Over there, away from me. There.
I'm a little busy here.
That went much better. I had to actually use cover. For the first time in a while, actually. It's been a while since we've had to use cover.
Come on. Seren's already got a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Unless he's already found it, then we're just walking into a trap.
That's a chance we'll have to take.
Hold on. Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message, but I don't recognize the language.
It's probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we can't understand it.
What do you mean?
The message is all broken up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper invasion.
Incredible! The cipher must have transferred an understanding of the Prothean language into your mind.
Not safe. Seek refuge inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Fought Reapers. The Citadel. Overwhelmed. Only hope. Act of desperation. The conduit. All is lost.
I'm only getting small bits.
It said something about the conduit, but it's too degraded to help. We should go.
Cannot be stopped. Cannot be stopped.
Cannot be stopped, I said. Cannot be stopped.
A lot of people died.
They feel sad when the Reapers killed everyone in Mass Effect 3. Now, the saddest part about Mass Effect 3 is that part where you're trying to build a harem and the Reapers won't accept your harem and won't join it. That's the saddest part. I'm trying to make love, not war, and the Reapers won't let me. So, how you guys doing? Crazy about the Saren thing, right? You know? Oh, everyone hated the ending. And everyone was right to hate the endings. How long until you activate? Can I force your activation? No? Okay. Alright, we should have unlocked a door, though, so we should be good to head back this way. At least I think we should have. That door not unlocked? Yeah, there we go.
Good idea. The firepower will come in handy.
I like Tali. She makes clever little quips, but they're not super annoying.
I thought Saren would have set some kind of trap or ambush for us. They must have been in too much of a hurry.
Or we just haven't run into it yet.
From what I hear, the writers had a slightly different plan to end Mass Effect 3, but then people on the internet guessed what the plan was. Oh, are we... Is this happening again? God damn it, this keeps happening. Anyway, people on the internet basically guessed what the plan was going to be, or at least large parts of it, and then instead of stick with that, they decided not to. Oh, come on, bruh. Okay, I can move normally again, so maybe this can move normally again. There we go. Just in case, let's make a quick save to make sure that we never get stuck.
What are all those things on the wall? Some kind of container?
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans probably tried to keep themselves alive through cryogenic freezing. Something must have gone...
Something must have gone wrong, though. We were talking. Damn it. By the way, cryogenic freezing is not a good idea. For those wondering about why cryogenic freezing is not a good idea and why it's it generally just winds up with a lot of people dead. For cryogenic freezing to work, first off, you have to be able to freeze the entire being very rapidly. Now that can be done. The problem is the unfreezing is tricky. For you to properly be able to unfreeze someone out of cryogenic freezing, you have to be able to flash unfreeze them entirely, all at the same rate and all at the same time, and it has to be incredibly quick. Because if you do it slowly, it's going to form ice crystals within the body, and it's going to essentially shred the organs from the inside out of whatever you're trying to unfreeze. Even the freezing part is very tricky and can lead to death very, very easily. So trying to unfreeze an entire body without damaging anything, especially damaging the brain, which would be super easy to mess up, is something that would be very difficult. It's at least something that is currently technologically completely impossible.
What's happening?
It's a trap! Saren must have set an ambush.
I don't think Saren's behind this.
But then again, we are in the Mass Effect world, and there's all kinds of... Oh, shit. We're in the Mass Effect world, and there's all kinds of super technology, so maybe the Protheans had something they could do with it. They're not going to thaw Walt Disney's brain anytime soon. No, they're not.
If this were simply an automated trap, Saren would have triggered it. What do you think this is?
Don't get your hopes up. The only thing we can depend on right now is ourselves.
My people once tried to find this world. We'd hoped we could settle here. But we didn't know it would feel so unwelcome.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you. Unlike the other that passed recently. Perhaps there is still hope.
Wait a minute. How come I can understand you? Why aren't you speaking the Prothean language?
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend.
Too bad you couldn't do that with the
My name
beacons.
is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
Alright, so... What are you, a virtual
Are
intelligence
you
or
some
what?
kind of artificial intelligence program?
I am an advanced non-organic analysis system, with personality imprints from Kesad Aishan, Chief Overseer of the Ilos Research Facility.
Alright, what do you want?
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
It's a pretty good trap.
How come nobody ever noticed the Citadel was an inactive mass relay?
The Reapers are careful to keep the greatest secrets of the Citadel hidden. That is why they created a species of seemingly benign organic caretakers. The Keepers maintain the station's most basic functions. They enable any species that discovers the Citadel to use it without fully understanding the technology. Reliance on the Keepers ensures no other species will ever discover the Citadel's true nature. Not until the relay is activated and the Reapers invade.
So yeah, about the no one's allowed to study the Keepers thing. Turns out, maybe we should have studied the Keepers.
How do the Reapers survive out in dark space?
We have only theories. The researchers here came to believe the Reapers enter prolonged states of inactivity to conserve energy. This allows them to survive the thousands and thousands of years it takes for organic civilization to rebuild itself. But in this state, they are vulnerable. By retreating beyond the edges of the galaxy, they ensure no one will accidentally discover them. They keep their existence hidden until the Citadel relay is activated.
Yeah, this is a pretty good trap.
Reapers can wipe out the Council and the entire Citadel fleet in a single surprise attack.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
I wish this guy didn't flash quite so much. A little hard on the eyes.
The war was lost. If you had surrendered, they might have let you live.
No offer of surrender was ever given. Our enemy had a single goal: the extinction of all advanced organic life.
Looks like Saren's plan is a
Through
bump.
the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
Okay, any clue why they do this?
What do the Reapers get out of this? Why do they keep repeating this pattern of genocide over and over?
The Reapers are alien, unknowable. Perhaps they need slaves or resources. More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend. In the end, what does it matter? Your survival depends on stopping them, not in understanding them.
That is another way of saying the writers couldn't come up with a good reason for it, but just trust me, bro, it's what they want to do.
I don't understand. Where did the Reapers go after they conquered your people?
Our worlds were stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves. Everything of value, all resources, all technology was taken. Certain that all advanced organic life had been extinguished, the Reapers retreated back through the Citadel relay into dark space, sealing it behind them. All evidence of the Reaper invasion had been wiped away. Only their indoctrinated slaves were left behind, abandoned. Mindless husks, no longer capable of independent thought, the indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
So yeah, again, this is pretty compelling evidence to make an argument that Saren's plan of proving being useful to the Reapers ain't a very good plan at all.
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking the mysteries behind mass relay technology. Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay, one that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
The conduit's not a weapon. It's a back door onto the Citadel.
So hey, it turns out the Protheans were way more advanced than our current societies are, considering they figured out the Mass Effect relay technology to the point of at least making a prototype that could at least get them into the Citadel.
How did you manage to stay hidden?
All official records of our project were destroyed in the initial attack on the Citadel. While the Prothean Empire came crashing down, Ilos was spared. We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed. But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process. Years passed, decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my energy reserves were dwindling.
How did you survive?
I began to disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy. Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
I mean, it sounds like it was pretty necessary.
You couldn't let everyone die. Better to sacrifice some so others could live.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this contingency.
I saved key personnel. When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains. When the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning, a way to break the cycle forever, and they knew the Keepers were the key.
The Keepers.
Aren't they under the influence of the Reapers?
The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
And how do they come back then?
Saren must have some plan to undo everything you did.
The one you call Saren will use the conduit to bypass the Citadel's defenses. Once inside, he will transfer control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay, and the cycle of extinction will begin again.
I'll take Sovereign down. Somehow.
There's a data file in my console. Take a copy when you go. When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait, where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
Through the conduit, follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
If the Reapers are trapped in dark space, how did Sovereign get here?
It is logical to assume the Reapers would leave one of their own behind after each extinction. A sentinel to pave the way for their inevitable return. Like those in dark space, Sovereign probably spent most of the last 50,000 years in a state of hibernation. Periodically, it would wake to analyze the situation. Keeping its existence hidden, it would evaluate the state of galactic civilization. And when the time was right, it would signal the Citadel and usher in the next Reaper invasion. But this time the signal failed. The Keepers did not respond. Sovereign's allies were trapped in the void. Alone, it was forced to try and discover what had gone wrong.
Thus, Wyatt sought out the most trusted person of the Citadel, aka the #1 Spectre, Saren, to work as its agent.
Sovereign's the largest ship in the galaxy. Why all this secrecy? Why not just attack the Citadel?
Sovereign is not invincible. Revealing its true nature would have united the forces of every organic species against it. Even a Reaper couldn't survive such odds. But the Reapers are patient. They will not rush into the unknown. Sovereign could have been planning this for centuries, moving deliberately, gathering allies. Slowly, it has assembled the pieces of the puzzle, working through agents to keep itself hidden. Saren is the most visible pawn of the Reapers, but I doubt he was the first. Now Sovereign has grown bold. Whether from confidence or desperation, I cannot say. But it is determined to reopen the portal to dark space.
What about the beacon on Eden Prime? And the one on Vermeer? What were they for?
At our apex, the beacons spanned the breadth of our empire. We used them as a single galaxy-wide network to transmit data and communications rapidly from world to world. Virtually all the beacons were destroyed during the invasion, but once the Reapers were gone, the survivors here on Ilos decided to risk sending out a message. We knew it was unlikely there were other survivors, but if there were, we wanted them to know about Ilos. We wanted to give them hope, so a message was sent across the network.
That's a huge risk.
You could have exposed yourself to the Reapers.
In truth, we didn't expect any of the beacons would still function, but we had to try. If there were survivors, we had to reach them. The message was meant for our own people. It was coded so only organic beings could interpret it. We still didn't understand the power of Reaper indoctrination. We never realized it could lead an agent of the machines, like Saren, to this world. But it has also led you here. So perhaps we did not fail after all.
This guy is like the second most interesting main lore dude to talk to. I think Sovereign is the most interesting, but this guy's the second most interesting. Also, I'm pretty sure that this guy is way brighter in the Legendary Edition than he was in original Mass Effect 1. I don't remember my eyes hurting quite so much talking to this dude.
So when the Reapers created the Citadel, they created the Keepers as well?
A more likely scenario is that the Keepers were one of the early harvested civilizations, perhaps the very first. Perhaps they responded well to indoctrination, or the Reapers simply bred them to be obedient. In any case, they were left behind to operate and maintain the Citadel.
The Reapers bred them.
But the
How
Keepers are
lewd.
no longer directly controlled by Sovereign or its ilk. They evolved so that they only respond to the signals emitted by the Citadel itself. When the Protheans altered the Citadel's signals, they broke Sovereign's hold over the Keepers. Now, they are completely harmless.
Sovereign must have realized that organic races were difficult to control.
A likely hypothesis. The Keepers evolved in an unanticipated direction. Non-organic servants like the Geth would be more predictable.
What happened to the survivors from the Conduit Project?
They used the conduit to gain access to the Citadel, but the conduit is only a prototype. The portal only links in one direction, so they were trapped on the station. I do not know what became of them then. It is unlikely they found any food or water on the station. I fear they suffered a slow, grim death.
That sucks, bro.
I only know they succeeded in their mission to seal the relay. Your presence here proves their sacrifice was not in vain.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
The one you call Saren has not reached the conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
I gained Renegade points for saying I'm gonna kill the shit out of Saren.
We shouldn't be here. Not us. Not the Geth. Not Saren.
So, that was a conversation, eh, guys? Crazy, right?
It's tragic. For all their great achievements, the Protheans lost everything, just like my people. Even their last plan failed.
Keep it moving. I've got no intention of ending up like them.
Tali, they kind of lost things a little more than your people did. Just a little more. Save again. All right, let's continue. Time for the trench run. Everybody loves the trench run part of the video games. And now we understand the whole reason why the Mako exists in the first place. It's for this trench run sequence. Because somebody played Halo and liked the end of Halo. I'm actually kind of convinced that's the whole reason behind it. The final Halo drive is pretty great. I agree, yeah. It's real good. Out of curiosity, how close are we to a level? Oh, we're pretty far off. We're probably not going to get to level 29 or 30. Oh well. We're plenty high level to complete the game, you know? No, Vexel Ghost. The whole reason why Sovereign had to go through all these hoops is because Sovereign didn't understand exactly why the Keepers weren't responding or what had to be done to make the Keepers... to make the call to activate the mass relay in the Citadel in the first place because of the Protheans basically hacking the system. Now that that information is in Saren's hands, and Saren knows what needs to be done, and by extension Sovereign knows what needs to be done, they're making the play to do that.
The conduit. It's incredible.
We don't have time to admire the view. We have to get through that relay, and these Geth aren't going to make it easy on us.
Uh-oh. That's a big ship. That's a real big ship.
Activate the defenses! Seal the station! The arms aren't moving. Systems not responding. Abandon the Citadel! Evacuate the Council! Citadel Control! Citadel Control, do you copy?
Conduit closing in 40 seconds. Oh my god, chat. What if we don't go through the conduit? What do you think will happen? Anybody? Anybody?